Is history repeating itself? Yes, it is, because history goes in cycles. This is a historical aspect and also a biblical aspect. It's just the plain truth. In the Western world, we're taught that everything goes in a linear progression. We're taught that things go in a straight line. We're taught in a timeline. But actually, things go in cycles. There are cycles. There's the weekly cycle. There's the monthly cycle. There are the yearly cycles. There are the historical cycles. There are the generational cycles. There are all these cycles that take place in real time. And in the book of Isaiah, like in Isaiah 46:10 and several other places in Isaiah, I think there's 7 places in Isaiah where it says things like, God declares the end from the beginning, and out of ancient times things that have not yet been done. What that's talking about is, as far as biblically, history is prophecy. You can find remarkable things that happen in history that repeat themselves throughout history, starting with the first 4 to 6 chapters of the book of Genesis. Everything is rooted there, and then it happens again in the Bible, and then again in the Bible, and then again in the Bible, and then again in history. For example, the book of Judges is a prophecy about what is happening right now. See, the book of Joshua happens right before that, and see, there's the Torah, 5 books of Moses, talk about the period of Moses bringing the Israelites out of Egypt. And then there's Joshua took over. Joshua is the figure of Jesus. It's got the same name, Yeshua or Yehoshua, and we're in the time between after Jesus died. The picture of Judges is the picture of the time that we live in right now. So that's a prophetic picture of when everybody does what's right in their own eyes. See, the woman at the well, Yeshua, Jesus, went and stayed with her for 2 days, and that equates to the 2,000 years that have happened since since Yeshua died on the cross, or on the tree. And then what we have is 6,000 years of history from Adam. It's roughly 6,000 years. I'm not talking about before or after any other time period, but from the time that God breathed breath into Adam until now is roughly 6,000 years. And you can look at the 6 olives in the first sentence of the first verse of the Bible, and those have to do with, pronounced a different way, that can be 1,000. Those are talking about 1,000-year periods. So you have all these things that repeat in history. For example, World War II is a picture of what's going to happen in the future pretty soon from now. Again, there's going to be something called the Greater Exodus. The Greater Exodus, where the tribes that are exiled out in the world are going to be called back to Israel again. Something tragic is going to happen in the United States where we need to evacuate. And that's prophesied several places, called the Greater Exodus in the Bible. But what we're talking about there is that the first Exodus, where the children of Israel came out of Egypt and they went into the Promised Land, that struggle in the wilderness, the troubles that they had to go through, are a picture of what's going to happen during the tribulation period. This business of, oh, we're just going to be all raptured out of here, does not, and that the Christians are so holy that they're not going to have to undergo some kind of a tribulation or Holocaust, is just a bunch of nonsense. The truth is that any rapture is going to happen at the very same time as the resurrection, after the tribulation period, and people had better get ready, because history is repeating itself before our very eyes.